All right. I'm partially through the way here. I just got to get to work a little fast today. Not behind schedule so much as it's just like it's very hot in this car, so I was just like, I got to get moving. I think things went pretty well yesterday. Today is a back day. Yesterday's chest day went pretty good. No real pains or nothing. I keep getting them a little bit in like the center chest, right where I have that little divot. I'm wondering, am I like mutating? Am I growing out of the the genetic dysfunction that I have? I doubt it, but can always dream, right? Well, we're gonna get to work pretty quick today. It's a bit of a later day, so I got to eat a bit more beforehand, which is always nice. So we're sitting at about 185.6 first thing this morning. A little bit of a, kind of a stagnation there, but we're not hemorrhaging weight, so I'm happy with it. We'll just keep having to hit the calorie goal, man, and see where we go from there. I'm going to keep this one brief, though, because I'm about to pull into my work here. So, thank you for all the support that you guys have been giving me on the last couple videos. It's nice to see. It's enjoyable to have this kind of like little group that watches and keeps along and keeps track of what we're doing here, because it's fun. And yeah, if you haven't subscribed just to see this, I do this just about every day, essentially Monday through Friday. Think of it as like another work week. That's just my current workout schedule, and I try just to throw things out there, stuff that I find enjoyable, workout stuff, and yeah, it's fun. So we'll get into the gym here after work, and I will see you guys in a few. But yeah, thanks for watching. Okay, I'm gonna try and do this 200 here. See if we can clean up a little bit. I've noticed that as I've come up, I've let the shoulders really round forward, and at like the beginning of the pull down, I would have a lot more rear delt action than I probably need. So we're gonna focus on really just trying to get the lats in it, and it really just being a lat movement. Feel the other thing that's been happening with those is as I would come the whole way up, your chest stretches out as your lats lose tension. And I think that might be a reason for why I've been getting a little bit of that kind of weird feeling in the center chest. Whew, all right, let me get the other ones, and I will see you guys for the last set. All right, return for the last set here. The weight drops pretty quick, though, I will say. We are down to 160 with the bumper on it, starting at about 200. I notice that's happening with a lot of lifts. The separation of weight between them is starting to become a lot greater, whereas we'd normally have it only be about 5 pounds or so. Now they're getting to the point of like 15, 20 pounds in difference, which I think is fine, I doubt there's ever going to be a time and a place where it was like my first set was going to be 200 pounds and my second set was going to be 195. It's just not a large enough amount of change as far as sets go. All right. Going up or going down. Nope. Want to see if I could squeeze maybe another one out of it. Not even a little cheat rep. That's good though. Really starting to feel the lats on the way back up for sure. That connection's really grown a lot within this last year. All right, I got some shrugs to do. Or we're like, kind of like that in-betweener for the T-bar row. And a shrug. Just trying to light up the upper and middle back area. I'm trying to get more of a head-on approach on this one, but really, dude, the big focus on this is all just in the shoulder blades. So they're just, that's the motion. That's going to be the one that wins us big money here. So, like, there's going to be a little bit of like a row after, just to really make sure that we hit that. And then I come back, full stretch. Boom. I know there's a lot of hate on the full stretch right now. You're getting an extra range of motion. Like, oh, it's injury prone. I see a lot of stuff on TikTok especially about it, but I really don't see a problem with it. It's like, why not feel the muscle that you're working out? But that's also like a heavily, what would you call it? It's like a personal take. It's not like based in science or any sort of fact, you know? I just feel like it makes sense, you know? You want the full range of motion as much as you can, you know? Because if you do just like little reps here, I feel like it's going to be a lot different than if I were to get the whole range of motion of something that I'm doing, right? Otherwise, everybody just be doing like practically isolated or isometric movements. But we don't do that. We do full reps. There we go. Pretty good. Lower the weight a little bit. And do a second set. And then we do 3 on this one. These 2 are pretty much the bulk of our workout. The rest is like a lot of accessory stuff like biceps and a little bit of forearm stuff. So, not a particularly long day, but still a good one. Still one of my favorites, if not my favorite. After a nice extended break, we're back. Last one on this, about 150. Dropping it from the 165. Just as many as we can. Then I got, rear delts, or biceps first, a little bit of rear delts, then back to like a hammer curl. Get a little forearm action. And I think we'll end it with those little flaps there. Really get a crazy pump in the lats. Oof. Ooh. actually stuck. Oh. Okay. Pretty solid. It's a hard muscle to figure out for sure, but it's realistically just the thing about pinching your shoulders back. Easier said than done. We're done with that for now, though. Let's move on to a little bit of bicep action. All right. Warmed up pretty quick on these. We're not super heavy on these here. I'm about 140-ish pounds. And, I mean, they're heavy. For me, anyway. I don't know how many we're going to really squeeze out of this. I did some warm-ups, and the work up here was long and treacherous, but we made it. So 4 to 8, my future, possible. Let's find out. I don't count that top one when I like swing the whole thing up. It's just to give me a feel for it at the beginning, because a lift off is pretty difficult. Drop it about 10 pounds, do it again, and then drop to 120 for the last one. Okay. And just like that, we're on our last set, 120. 130 beat me up pretty bad. I got 6. And this one I'm feeling probably a 6, but can't cut myself too short just yet. It's kind of the problem why I don't like to guess the reps, because I feel like I put it in my head that I am going to get a certain amount of reps, and that just kind of gets willed into existence, right? Like, psychologically. So, let's aim for something crazy. 12. Maybe I can, like, reverse engineer this or reverse psychology this into me. Now I'm gonna get 12. That's my number. Don't count how many that was. We'll leave it alone. This is realistically the last main thing I need to show, but I think I can show some rear delt flies. They're pretty simple. It's just a fly straight out, and we do some dumbbell hammer curls because I like them. And then we'll do the flaps. We're getting there. Definitely past the halfway point. So these were still missing the other cuff. And I think at this point, it might just be better to buy one. Or to buy a set. But I just don't know which ones are good. So if you guys have any recommendations, let me know. I might look at them and potentially check them out. But these are pretty simple. It's just gonna be straight to, like, perpendicular to my body. Or a little bit over.
Doesn't look like a lot, but it does a lot. We want to make sure that we're not retracting the scapula and that we're not using that as the primary mover here. We are really just trying to hit the rear delt. So it works like a regular delt movement in every other aspect. Damn. I mean, like, I keep taking them off, like, instinctively. That's only 15 pounds, dude. Like, that's not heavy. They just destroy you. Just wanted to show off what those are. What a normal set of those look like, because I got a few of them to do. But next I'll show you guys a little bit of the hammer curls, and then we'll come over here to the bench and get those flaps on. All right. I'm just going to show off one here. Just grabbing the 45s. Then we'll be done. Or, well, not entirely done, but done with the biceps at least. Oh, man. It's not so much to kill the biceps as it is just to hit a bit of the forearms too. Whew. All right, see if I can get that bench set up and do some of those the flap things. All right, we're gonna give these a shot again, dude. I'm really trying to figure out the kinks in these, but essentially we're strapped up and we attach it like so. I saw a lot of videos where the bench was actually against this in order to brace yourself. So we're gonna go down with this here actually. And this is probably one too tall. I have a few warm-ups, but nothing crazy. And we're just gonna pull it down. Definitely does kind of restrict the arm a little bit there. I'm wondering if it might be better to have it past the elbow. But we'll experiment plenty of different ways, to be honest. These have become a fun little exercise to learn. Jesus. Okay. I mean, we're not pulling crazy weight. That is about 50 pounds. All right. I've got 2 more to do with that, and we're done. Right. Get this last one in here. I'm trying to really just keep the arm in the same side here. The full stretch that comes up and over is the most important. I want to keep it on one plane though, so I don't want to be like coming out as if I was doing a pullover. I really just want to keep it going one plane. I think that'll just be better overall for me. Maybe not rub up my arms too much. Dude, you can see they're red. These things aren't the best at holding their place. Jesus, I gotta like step out of it too in order to get out. But I think with enough practice, this will be a much better movement for me than the other row I was doing. I was doing a cable row. Not the supported one, but just a regular like seated cable row. Oh shit. All right. Oh, come on. There we go. Let's get done with that. Dude, look at how red the arms are. Jesus. Okay, we're gonna give this a shot from over here. And just standard pose down stuff. Nothing crazy. I really want to see how the lats have been going with these. I feel like that's the kicker. It's the whole reason we're doing those kind of flap things. Definitely better. They're adults. A little bit. That little section up there. Not a lot, but enough. Right. Peek under the hood. See what we can do with the rest of it. And probably get some cardio in before I eat. Still that work in progress at about 186, man. Not the best lat pump, I will say that. What else can we do here? Oh, yeah. I kind of forgot my routine that I had going on beforehand. All right. We can check the back from the side here. Then we'll do an Arnold get it out. All right, we're just about done here. Let's see if we can nail this thing now. Ooh, off balance already. It's all that work in progress shit, dude. You think I'd been doing this long enough, but nope. I gotta really get this down and just nail it. Okay. All right, that's it. I'm fucking out of here. You know how these little outros go. I've been doing them long enough, so until I see you guys again, as always, thank you for watching, and remember to be kinder than necessary. Peace.